Welcome. Today we're talking about a car that rivals the RAV4 for the worst car that I've reviewed yet. This is Honda's subcompact SUV, the HR-V. The HR-V is the successor of the delightful Honda Element. Honda claims that HR-V stands for High Rider Revolutionary Vehicle. So I guess that we're going to actually call it the HRRV. The HR-V actually began its life in 1999, and it was based off the Honda logo. The car, not this thing. You probably didn't know that because originally it was a Japan exclusive car. Later, Honda decided they offered it in Europe, but never in North America. However, I don't think we should be offended because that thing was pretty disgusting. Honda decided to stop making the HR-V in 2006, returning in 2016 for a North American debut. This second generation HR-V shares its platform with the Honda Fit. For 2019, Honda announced a refresh for the HR-V. They'll be changing the grille, headlights, taillights, and bumper. They also added a volume knob, which if you know anything about me, I really like my volume knobs, to replace the old slider, and offered Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. They also made Honda Sensing standard on the EX and above. They got rid of the manual transmission, only offering the CVT, and added two new trim levels, the Sport and the Touring. The HR-V comes in about 5 different trims, starting at $21,000. This is the 2020 HR-V EX with all-wheel drive, and it costs about $27,000. The paint color on this one is one that we've seen before, modern steel metallic, with 17-inch alloy wheels. Every HR-V comes with a 13.2-gallon fuel tank, curb weight of about 3,000 pounds, and because it's the all-wheel drive, this has a max towing capacity of about 3,500 pounds. It comes with one god-awful engine with a CVT. Let's start with the positive on this car first. It's not much, but we'll start with it. It comes with Honda Sensing on the EX trims and above, and it's a great driving assist suite. This one comes with all-wheel drive, which will run you an extra $1,500. In the front, it comes with heated seats that are adjustable in 6 different ways, manually of course. It comes with Honda's multi-angle camera, which you've seen before on plenty of other cars. Again, this is the one you want to use for backing up into a trailer. This is the one you want to use if you don't want to back into people. I really like the look of this climate control here. The only thing that's missing is physical controls, which I'd much prefer. So knobs or buttons. And over here, it comes with really nice looking paddle shifters. Again, I think paddle shifters on a CVT are stupid, but these ones look really good. Now let's talk about what's average on this car. It comes with a 7-inch infotainment screen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility, and it rides pretty decently on the pavement. With the all-wheel drive system, I could say I could do some light off-roading. In the back, it comes with Honda's Magic seats, which really aren't that magical. As you can see, they lift up like this, so you can store things below them. And it's a 60-40 split in the rear. Abracafreaking-dabra. There's an average amount of space back here, nothing compared to the CR-V. They did all your groceries. As you may have noticed, most of the stuff that is either good or average on this car is when it's off. That's because this car is ruined literally by the push of a button. This one here. The engine in this car would be adequate, maybe for a kid's RC car, but not for a car that weighs 1.5 tons. Seriously, Mr. Hashigo, I know you're watching this video, throw a turbo on this car because it's garbage. In my road test, I had to merge onto a highway, and it took 10 seconds of flooring it to get to speed. I think it would have been better in Fred Flintstone's Footmobile. The HR-V comes with Honda's Lane Watch, which is activated by turning on the right turn signal. It then takes over the infotainment screen, so that way you can't see your navigation or GPS, which could cause you to miss your turn. All they need to do is put the blind spot indicator on the mirror, as you see on other Hondas, and that problem would be solved. So you think because it's a smaller car it'd be easily maneuverable? Nope, you're dead wrong, my friend. This thing has a turning radius more similar to a Honda Pilot than its competitor, the CHR. Its turning radius is 1.6 foot longer than the CHR, and only 1 foot shorter than the Pilot. I think what went wrong with this car is that the engineers didn't spend enough time figuring out stuff that actually matters and cared too much about this right here. An over-designed cup holder. As you can see, if you have a bigger bottle, these open up like this. If you have a smaller cup, it opens like this with a little divider. That doesn't really matter. What I care about is a car that can get up to speed. Also, they have this thing here, which gets in the way of your footroom. As you can see, the seat's all the way back, but I can't use this space here because there's a little ledge. Believe it or not, this is a Honda with a Toyota counterpart, the CHR. The HR-V kills the CHR when it comes to cargo space with 58.8 cubic foot with the seats down versus 36.4 on the CHR. Somehow, the HR-V actually has better acceleration than the CHR, and it offers all-wheel drive, whereas the CHR does not. The CHR has a more comfortable interior and comes with Toyota Safety Suite standard. Also, the HR-V received a 2.5 out of 5 for predicted reliability, whereas the CHR received a 3.5 out of 5. Honestly, the subcompact SUV class just sucks, and these cars are no outliers. I would have to say that between the two, the HR-V wins because of its better interior space. The pros for this car is that it comes with all-wheel drive, optional of course, Honda's sweet multi-angle backup camera, as well as some seriously over-engineered cup holders. The cons for this car is lawnmower engine, its turning radius, and Honda's lane watch. Seriously, if you're planning on buying an HR-V, don't. Spend the extra money and buy a CRV or another compact SUV. Your kids may not be able to go to college, but they will appreciate you much more if you're driving a CRV instead of an HRV, and they probably won't disown you. Not only will they be happier, but they'll also be alive. That is because in the CRV you can do this thing called merging, whereas in the HRV you can't. You will surely get hit by a semi. However, if you're still stuck on the subcompact SUV class, check out the Hyundai Kona. It surely is the cream of the crop. Please put any questions or comments you may have below. Thank you.